Hello, I am Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. This is a reaction video. We are joining the Anambra State government media to listen to what Professor Charles Chukwuma, the governor of Anambra State, has to say at the Armed Forces Remembrance Day. This is only part 2 of what we are doing, and remember, we want to hear what he has to say about what he wants to do concerning the security, not only in Anambra State, but in Nigeria in general. And having done the part 1, we want to hear from you also as you listen and offer your own opinion, because your own opinion is very important to our discussion here. Remember, together we'll build a livable and a prosperous homeland fit for purpose. And your support is always needed and is appreciated. Remember to like, comment, and share and subscribe. I'm still Kodili-nye, the son of the wonderful. Stay tuned as we listen to the governor.
To have that comprehensive law that would then try to codify several of these misdemeanor and criminal activities, and how so we can have the legal basis to be able to prosecute and go after these criminals. We must cleanse Anambra, and we will also be calling on everybody, all citizens, all residents of Anambra, that it is our homeland and everybody has something to do. Even if you can't do anything physically, at least you can say something. You know something. You say something. And then so that our armed forces next year when we come back, we don't have the statistics, we don't reel it out on this kind of day, but perhaps it might be sometimes necessary to reel out some of the statistics. Just about 2 weeks ago, some soldiers who went to dislodge these hoodlums somewhere around either local government, they recovered some of the IEDs. They laid them out with cylinders and so on, probably inject telephones in them, and if you touch those, they call the phone and then everything explodes. After they had successfully thought they had dismantled these IEDs and then carried the cylinders away. Of course, the cylinders were in vehicles with soldiers. They detonated them, and I think 1 or 2 soldiers lost their lives needlessly. Today we assemble and say they are, fallen heroes. No, they did not have died. And our people must remember that these soldiers, these policemen, these people who patrol to keep us safe, they are breadwinners to some people. They are people's husbands, people's wives. They have children that depend on them. Who, when they wake up in the morning going out for work, you come back. And you go there and murder them. Needlessly, they've done nothing to you. I want to call on our people that this moment, the dead, while we celebrate the living, all of us as a people must remember that the issue of security is our collective responsibility. Do something, say something, and together, as in the Anambra, as Nigerians, we will be able to build that very safe, secure.
Ndị be anyị si na agbacha bọọlụ amazụ nke esi ekwu ekwu lehotelụ m everything has the consequences, and we have seen what we let ourselves in. We have seen the deceptions and a lot of things. Should we have allowed ourselves into this in the first place? Because if you look at what has started happening and start that happen over a few years, you can see that this is a self-inflicted injury. While the people blame the politicians, we are all culpable in these things because we encourage some of those things. Although that you can say there's bad governance in Nigeria, but the people are also the government. If we say that like how it used to be in the not long time ago, the people will say, we don't want this thing in our home, we don't want this thing, and you see that those things, cease to happen again. A lot of us have found the habit of just throwing the blame only on the politicians. Everything is not the politicians alone. You have seen what has happened over Nigeria, not just in Anambra, in many other places. During the last celebration, people go to the markets to buy rice and all those things. And the rice are rebagged with something else. And the rice they are giving you is not the quality of the bag they have put it inside. And they are still selling it. Oh, this is a foreign rice or a particular company that is in high demand. And the same group of people will come out and say, is the politician letting us down? We do have one role to play in all this, where a lot of the people are also culpable in all those things. So the insecurity happening in our homeland is not just because of the politicians alone, but the people also. Because we all allowed these deceptions to continue. We allowed some ndefulefu, ndori. We gave them names as Yahoo boys. And these are the people that are now going around tormenting the people. You saw what happened in Awka area. Because you saw that area, lots of boys roaming about. And when you ask them what they are doing, they will tell you they are no olokahanalo. And we condone these things. The traditional rulers condone it. The PGs condone it. The youth condone it. Everybody condone it. And this is the result of it. So our land needs cleansing, not just total cleansing. And how can we do that? We must call a spade a spade. That's what we must do. And as we call that, that's the beginning of the transformation, cleansing of the land. That's why a lot of our land has been polluted. Because a lot of people are promising the people, oh, buto kite, you become a millionaire. And you never seen a Nigerian that is richer than Bill Gates or Elon Musk. No. And many of our people have been deceived. And a lot has gone into nefarious activities. This is a time for us to say enough of all this nonsense. Let us go back to the basics. The politicians also have a role to play. I know Soludo has not actually performed so good on security front. It has been his weakness. Everybody understands that. But he must wake up now. He can still get things up and running again. People actually lost confidence in him on security area because he made some promises. I will stop sit at home. I will do this. I will do that. Open your markets without actually, first of all, providing the security people needed. People need to walk around every time of the day and night feeling safe. And you cannot do that just speaking big grammar. You do it by putting the books on the ground, putting CCTV cameras, putting control room, giving money for informants who will give information on those people that are causing this mess. So you must be on the street. You must put street lights. Encourage most of the houses near the road to have 2 street lighting, solar lights. Everywhere should not be in dark. So everywhere has to be covered, including the villages, major roads. No forest should be left for any hoodlum to be there. So that's what a proactive government should be doing. It's not, attacking those people saying you must do these things. You must show by action. So that's what Soludo need to do now. Time for big grammars is gone. This is the time that he must wake up from slumber. I know that most of these things, the governors are bearing the brunt of it. The president is there in Abuja controlling the police and all those things. It doesn't actually bother because Nigeria is not practicing federal system in the actual practice, because the police should have been local, but it's being controlled from Abuja. So the IG in Abuja doesn't even bother what is happening in those villages in Anambra State. It doesn't actually care. And the police they are bringing is not even local. It doesn't actually know the place. That's one thing. That's all these things. And the governor, in practice, is not actually the chief security officer of the state. It's the IG in Abuja, who don't even bother to go anywhere to see what is happening. And is not accountable to anybody. So that's one of the things they also need to reform. But that doesn't spare the governor of blame, because the governor can also turn security as an industry by building the vigilante group, encouraging more security training for many of the places, having watertight security in the villages, roads, all those major roads. There are key roads that the Anambra State governor must look into. You see the Mpo, Idana, Nobi Road, that area has been a problem most of the time. You see the Ekulobia to Mpologu, Oga Road, that place you've been hearing people being, snatched from there. You see the Owerri Road, Obosi, Oba. That area is also where they operate. I'm not talking about Ihiala. So, and some other area, you see the Tazan, Ugunwa Sike, those area, that's our flashpoint. And even in Awka, where the seat of government, if it Awka, although the commissioner said that he stopped, but you can see. So these people and those court groups and all those things report any, put something in motion, put the carrots, and the people will be giving you information. And also be stringent on those who harbor those criminals. So you see all of them will flee from the state, and also collaborate with other states around so that they will also be doing their own on their own side. That's what should be done. I will be talking more about this, but I do believe that our homeland must be livable and a prosperous homeland. We have men and women of timber and caliber. You saw what happened in Zinco burial of his mother. You see the security. How can ordinary people spending so much on security while the government is not actually spending money to secure the people? So that's why some of them are not willing to do big functions in the state, because if they can spend up to $1 billion just to put security for their guests, what is government doing? What's the role of government? So you now ask yourself. So that's why some of them now decide to, let me go somewhere that is a little bit secure and do the thing. Instead of me spending $1 billion, let me now spend 200 million for my own security in other place. So that's what the government need to do. We have a lot of local investors who are willing to invest in the state. I will do one other vlog about some of the people that has decided to change the narrative. They are waiting for the governor to do his own security, because it's only governor must guarantee the security of life and property. Very, very important. The governor has not understood this. He's still looking at the people, but his role is to guarantee the life of everyone living in the state and their properties. Very important. And the early the governor of Anambra State know this, I think things will get better. What is your own opinion? Remember to like, comment, and share. I am so Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. See you in the next one, and God bless you. Bye.